I'm ready.
Welcome back everyone to Football No Filter. Yes, we're a little late, but we're still here. So let me start with the panel. George, how are you?
Doing good, and you?
I'm okay. Mr. Litra, how are you?
I feel great.
You feel good.
I
So
feel good.
your sickness is over. Your illness is over.
Finally, man. Like it took a while, but
Wait,
I got
well,
rid of it.
you said finally.
Yeah, finally.
So that means it's over and done with.
Over and done with.
Over and done with. Okay, George, you heard that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go. Take a look here at the results for this week. There were some interesting scores. Boa Vista 0, Marítimo 1. George, you called it. Marítimo's
called
gonna
it.
win.
Oh, yeah.
Rio Ave and Pass Freire 1-1. Braga 0, Sporting 1. Belenenses 2, Gil Vicente 1. Benfica 2. George, is this? I can't. The symbol here. It looks like Benfica's that C, D, E, or F.
It's 2-1.
2-1 for Benfica A, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Santa Clara 1, Nacional 1, Guimarães 0. I didn't even know that score. Famalicão Tondela 2-2. That's a surprise.
It was
Moreirense,
2-0.
huh?
It was 2-0 at one point.
For who?
Famalicão.
I mean, I haven't been aware. And then Moreirense 1, Porto 1. Farense and Portimonense play tomorrow. Very, very late kickoff in Portugal. 9:45 kickoff in Portugal. That's crazy for a kickoff time. All right, let's start with let's go to the standings. Sporting 73, Porto 67, Benfica 63, Braga 58, Pass Freire 45, Guimarães 38, Moreirense and Santa Clara are tied in 7th with 36, Tondela 35, Belenenses 34, Portimonense 32 and 11th, Famalicão and Gil Vicente tied in 12th with 31. Marítimo and Rio Ave have now 30 points in 14th place. Boa Vista has dropped to 16th place at 28. Farense 25 and Nacional 24. They got a much needed win. George, down
Here
at the
comes
bottom,
Macau.
down at the bottom. Anything that you're getting a little concerned with if you were a fan of some specific clubs?
Nacional and Farense. Those are the two teams.
But there are some teams that are trending down. Would you agree?
Yeah, but I like we spoke before. I think 34 is the key number. So the closer you are to 34, you should be good.
You should be good. Okay. Nelson, same question to you. Do you think any difference here or not?
Well, Maritimo's win was a big win. You know what I mean?
Huge.
Like I didn't expect them to win. Actually, I didn't want them to win that game, so that was a big win for them. It's a mess at the bottom. I mean, Nacional, they won. You know what I mean? Like, but I still think they're done. Especially after they got to play the greatest team next week, so it's over for them. But besides Nacional, I think it's wide open between all those teams.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I believe that there's one team that's trending down that they better be very careful. Rio Ave.
Yeah.
Another team also trending down is Boa Vista. They just either they can't keep 11 players on the field or they just can't win, can't score. And then you have Belenenses. Belenenses.
He's
That's
good.
kind
They're
of
good.
cool.
He's done.
Belenenses is done. They're good.
No, but this is good.
They're safe. 34.
They're safe.
That's 34 points, George.
34.
All right.
You know what's crazy? All those teams, one thing they have in common, they all play Sporting.
Could be a problem.
But
Yeah, for those teams, I agree. Those
in
teams.
the last game of the season, Sporting's kryptonite, Marítimo.
Not George. Nothing would give me more joy than if Sporting beats them in the last game and sends them to the second division. That would be the icing on the cake.
Or imagine the other way. Imagine the other way around. Imagine
stop,
that's the
like-
that's the game. That's the game that you tied with Porto in points, undefeated. He-
We're going to be changed in 3 weeks, my friend. We don't need to play the last.
look. I'm gonna make a prediction here. The play today that I forgot what was his name.
Uribe.
That Uribe, that second goal, the 2-0 that he saved, that's going to be the championship play.
Stop.
He's about to put on his mask.
Já tá ficando lento outra vez.
Stop. Like,
Don't make him put on his mask, George.
Remember, this is a recorded show. We'll go back to it then.
I didn't sign a release for him.
Oh, so we might have to take it off.
Oh my god.
All right. So, Nelson, let's go into it. Braga 0, Sporting 1. Mateus in goals. Gaio, Raul, Tormena, Skeira, Horta, Castro, Fran Sergio, Galeno, Gaetan, and Ruiz. Not your Ruiz, a different Ruiz. For Sporting, it was Adan, Inácio, Poach, Fedal, Porro, João Mário, Palhinha, Gonçalves, Mendes, Paulinho, and Santos. That's Nuno Santos. Nuno Santos returns to the starting lineup. Was it a big difference? Did you see something or not really?
We really didn't get a chance to see something because, 17 minutes, we had to change the entire system again. We finally played with the system that I've been talking about, having Nuno Santos in the lineup, but it didn't even last. I mean, it lasted 17 minutes, and everything changed. So I couldn't tell you if I saw a difference or not because, we played not even 17 minutes with that system. So
okay. Now, what did you think of Sporting as a whole in this game? I mean, they came out with a very. I told you they were going to win.
Yeah,
You said 5-0.
4-1.
4-1. 4-1.
I honestly, I was confident going into the game. Everything changed when we got the red card. Should I talk about the red card now, or you want to?
However you want.
All right,
I think it's something because it happened early. So
You mean it's a questionable record?
I mean, listen. To me, there's a red card on Fran Sergio before that play even happens.
That's true.
I
That's
mean,
true.
it's not even a question mark. That's a straight
Very
red
true.
card. I don't know how VAR doesn't stop the game. I don't know how that doesn't get reviewed. I just don't get it. The first yellow on Gonçalo Inácio, complete yellow, deserves a yellow. Second one, we got 5 guys back still. It's shoulder to shoulder. I mean, that's not a yellow.
I saw I saw the first time ever. I haven't seen it, but I saw the show after the game, the Tempo Extra or whatever, the one with the referee. With the referee, there's a panel of referees, and the referee actually explained that. He said if it was a foul like at midfield, that it wouldn't be a yellow card. But the fact that it stopped the
attacking play,
stopped the dangerous play, that it was the right call.
I don't think that's a yellow. Honestly, that's my opinion.
In the beginning of the attacking third. So
That's what I'm saying. To me, it's not a yellow. I mean, that's the second foul of the game. We already got a red card. I mean, it's just
6
too
minutes.
easy.
Yeah.
It's just too easy to show Sporting players and bench yellow and red cards. I mean, simple as that. It's just too easy. Any little thing, it's a yellow. Any little thing, it's a red. And I just don't get it. That changed. The game completely changed. From that moment on, we defended. And we defended like beasts. I mean, Coates has been a monster this season. Monster. The guy it just cuts everything, And we played as a team. We defended. Like, we didn't attack at all. You know what I mean? We barely crossed midfield for long periods of the game. But we were able to hold the score. Adan was, once again, a monster in goalie. He made 2 amazing saves. And I'll be honest, I don't think Braga playing with an extra guy, they were pressuring, but it was not that dangerous pressure all the time. You know what I mean? I would have thought they would have had a lot more chances. No, we got lucky. We got lucky on that play. The kid has been amazing. He scored against Benfica. He scored 3 goals this season. All 3 goals were very important. You know what I mean? So it's like, we got lucky on that play. Like the defense fell asleep for Braga. We scored, and it's extremely precious 3 points. Extremely
It is
precious.
very important.
I think
and it's true. I was gonna say there's a red card on the Braga player before
That's what I'm
before the
saying.
double yellow.
And
Come on,
George,
Sergio.
if that red
Yeah,
card
yeah.
comes, who's to say that other play happens? The other play might not even happen. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, of course,
And now,
yeah.
now it's the other way around. We playing with one guy up 70 minutes,
Mhm.
75
Yeah.
minutes instead of the other way around. So it's like I don't know. Like I just don't know how that's not a red card. Like it's mind boggling.
He didn't even review the play, right?
No, he didn't even review the play. That's what I'm saying. It's
It was like today's. It was like today's.
Wait, he can't
The
review
last
on
minute.
it.
The last.
He can't review on a double yellow.
no.
No, not the double yellow. The straight red. The straight red. It was like today. It was like today on the Porto game. I watched the last 20 minutes of the Porto game, and the last play of the game that there was that direct kicked that foul right at the edge of the box. I'm surprised the referee didn't review it because his left foot was inside the box. So if it was a foul, it would have been a penalty shot.
That's okay.
And then you have the Francisco Conceição, which is a diver, but it's a clear penalty against him as well. And the VAR didn't review, which very surprising.
We'll get into that later because we have to talk about it with Jens Macron.
And then another, just real quick, I like to bring. So Gonçalo Plata hasn't played in forever for Sporting, and Nuno Mendes at the end of the game was just shot, and Gonçalo Plata comes in, and the guy, like the last 5 minutes of that game, the guy was amazing. Like the guy was pretty much by himself able to waste 4 out of the 5 minutes. You know what I mean?
Well, he's got a lot of energy to spare.
That's what I mean. He was able to get throw-ins. He was able to get free kicks. You know what I mean? Like the guy killed 4 out of the last 5 minutes. So he came in and he like even Pot got a yellow card on the bench for clapping for him. I mean, there you go. That just goes to show it's too easy to show Sporting players yellow cards. Too easy.
Except for Palhinha.
Yeah,
Stop. He's got 6 already. He's got 6.
Palhinha gets 10 before he gets a game suspension.
Okay, George, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, our goalie has 5 yellows. Name another season that a goalie gets 5 yellows.
What does he have the yellows for? Having 5 yellows doesn't mean anything. Were they well deserved or no?
Of course not. It's a Sporting guy. Let's give yellows. Listen,
No,
I was watching the game.
I don't think it's like that.
I was home watching the game, and I got a yellow for watching the game. I mean, that's just how it is. Like,
No, but it was a great win for
great win
Sporting.
for Sporting.
Very very important.
Massive.
I think that had a lot of effect on the game that Porto played or didn't play today.
Massive win.
I think if Sporting had lost points in Braga, I think Porto would have a different type of approach to today's game.
I did not think Sporting would win that game once we got the red card. I think I thought the best way to come out of it was a tie, and that would be the best score possible. So I mean, getting that win was just.
You realize you beat Braga with the same play as the cup final.
Yes, pretty much the same play. Yes, that's exactly right.
That sounds like Carvalhal didn't do his homework.
They fell asleep.
I thought it was a soft goal too.
It was a very soft goal. É um frango authentic. Like, he actually pushes the ball into the net. So
yeah.
So hold on a second. You're saying frango's lá do Craven Barbecue or no?
Oh, hoje eu ouvi dizer que no Craven não tem frango, hoje tem melão. Because I got a text message and he said, if you come by my place, I'm going to spit on your food. So, like, you know, so I'm not going there.
And we know with coronavirus now, we can't be transmitting.
Yeah, I'm staying away from that place.
I got you. George, go ahead. Do your analysis of the game.
No, I mean it's pretty much the same. I mean the game is over after the 18th minute. After the 18th minute, the double yellow, for Sporting, the game is over. I just think they did an awesome job, defending, and the one opportunity that Braga gave them, they went up and they scored. I mean, you can't say anything else. You got to give them props. And again, like I said before, there's a red card that wasn't given before the double yellow. So listen, all around, a great exhibition by the kids. Maybe this turns everything around, and they go into the next games now with a different, just mais aliviados, or one more bad result, and everything goes back to the same. So it just depends, a lot on the next game.
No, one last thing on that game. I don't know if you guys watched the entire game or not. What do you guys think of that play with Coates?
Which one?
The one that he goes for the ball. The goalie from Braga is already coming to grab the ball, but he gets pushed from the back. A real push, not one of those. And I mean, but once again, like, even if it's not a penalty, they didn't even review it. They didn't even stop for 30 seconds to look at it.
I didn't even see that play, to be honest with you. I can't comment because I didn't see it.
There's a play. The guy passes the ball over the defenders. Coates is running after the ball. The goalie's going to get it. The goalie's going to get the ball before Coates gets there. I get that, but the guy comes from behind him, just pushes him like nothing. They didn't even look at it. They didn't even stop in the box. Yeah. They didn't even look at it. They didn't even stop the game. Nothing. Just like, let's keep going.
Look, dude, but I told you. I mean, I told you. I think I told you last episode or the episode before. You're getting now that things are really close between Sporting and Porto. You know who's got the listen, and I'm not bad mouthing them or anything like that, but Porto's got the advantage outside the four lines. So. And that's why I was really surprised that today they didn't call those couple of penalties at the end of the game, because
we don't have advantage because last game
I was surprised.
There was at least one more that was
one. Yeah. I think it was a good game. Good game.
It was a good result. I mean,
not a good game. A good result.
Game, just
good result.
I do want to say, because he might be listening, he might not. I don't know the size of his Malone today. I'm pretty sure he has a Malone. Is David Pereira, our resident Braga fan? Please, everybody, just stop making Braga the fourth biggest team. They are not a big team, bro.
They're not. They're
not.
I always say that, and you guys crucify me. They're not.
Not me.
Not you, but everybody else. It's like they're not. They're just not a big team.
They're not. They're right outside of the big three, and they're above everybody else. They're the middle guy.
That's it.
But Bruno, they sold the best striker in Portugal to Sporting. They lost their status there.
Yeah,
he's the best Portuguese striker.
He's been great for
the best. The best Portuguese striker.
No,
and
one thing is best striker,
the
other is the best Portuguese striker.
Yeah, that's right. The best Portuguese striker. That's correct. Best Portuguese striker.
Yes.
When we got the red card, we were playing with 9, but then we subbed them, and then we started playing with 10. So it's like fucking. It's like, and now the TT has to play because Thiago TT got another yellow, so he's out next game. Our goalie's out, and TT is out, so Paulinho definitely has to play. But hopefully we play.
Who else is out?
For us, those 2 guys. That's it.
Just 2? No, and the goalkeeper.
The goalie and TT.
Yeah, Don.
That's it? I thought there was more.
No. That was it. So
maybe
Inácio, 3.
Oh, Inácio. Yeah, I'm sorry, Inácio. Yeah.
Maybe a few catch some COVID now in the next couple of days too.
I think Paulinho will score against Nacional. I think he'll score 2 goals.
Quatsch needs to catch COVID or something. Just not COVID, but just uma constipaçãozinha para não poder jogar.
I'll tell you right now, up to this point, to me, he's the player of the year in Portugal.
It's debatable, for sure. For sure, it's debatable. We'll see. All right. Well, it was 50 attacks for Braga. They had 3 shots on target, George. or something like three
Uh,
created chances or something.
But that's what I'm saying. See,
four shots on
There you go.
target versus one for Sporting, 71-29 possession.
there you go. So
And
much
at
pressure.
home.
There you
At
go.
home.
So much pressure, but no clear chances. They had 2 clear chances, and that was it. All that pressure.
50 attacks.
That's what I'm
50
saying.
attacks.
50 attacks and 4 shots on goal. All that
That's pretty
pressure.
bad.
All that pressure amounted to almost nothing. That's my point. Like.
I'm not debating with you. I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying I need people to stop, and this is across the board. Stop making Braga the 4th biggest club. They're not a big club. They're not going to be a title contender anytime soon. You can stop with that conversation. They will hang around for 2/3 of the season. The last third, bye. They proved it
They already,
again
yeah.
and again and again.
They're already 5 points behind Benfica now, right? 5, I think. Yeah, 5. It's
Yeah.
over.
They're 5 points.
It's not over. Benfica play Sporting, they play Porto.
No, they're
Benfica
done.
plays tough.
They done.
They're going to lose more points, George.
They are.
They're going to lose more points.
They're
gonna
going
lose
to be
more
10
points.
points behind Benfica by the time this is over.
But by the end of the season, 10 points, and I know you. I don't know if you're saying that sarcastically or
I'm not.
not. But it would not be surprised. It wouldn't shock me if they were 10 points behind.
No, I'm telling you, they will be 10 points behind Benfica.
Well, we're gonna see when we break down the next week's games. We'll see who they play, and I'll tell you if they're gonna win or not. I think they're gonna struggle for the next couple of weeks, despite all the players that they got back, and they make a difference. But I just don't. They're not playing well. They don't look confident. They look slow on the ball. They were circulating the ball back and forth. I mean, when are you gonna start realizing that you're crossing balls into the box and Quach is winning every damn header? When are you going to stop crossing balls into the box?
Braga plays already in 3 days.
A tática do Carvalhal, to me, I think he's a good coach for them, but that's about it. That's his ceiling.
I think he's a good coach.
He's good, but not for the big
He's a good
three.
coach.
He's not a coach for the big three.
They're playing against Marítimo on Thursday.
On Thursday.
On the
Don't
road.
be shocked. Do not be shocked if they lose that game. Do not be shocked.
Maritimo needs the points.
They do.
Yep.
And I would not be surprised if Marítimo beats them because they're on a 3-game win streak themselves. Here's one. Braga struck over Pretender. Ai. Ui. Essa doeu. All right. Benfica, Santa Clara. George, we had for Benfica, we had Late, Otamendi, Vertonghen, Verissimo, Gonçalves, Weigl, Everton, Pizzi, Grimaldo, Seferovic, and Rafa Silva. For Santa Clara, como é que é? Santa Clara, equipa D. Qual é que é? Já eu faço uma
Tu
confusão.
quiseres. Tu quiseres.
Rocha, Ramos, Afonso, Villanueva, Mansur, Moreira, Carvalho, Lincoln, Carlos, Crisan, and Alano. George, take it away.
Horrible game by Benfica. 1 shot on goal the whole damn game.
And they went 2-1.
And lucky that they come out with the win. With points, never mind a win. That's my quick and easy analysis of the game. Horrible game. El COVID.
What now was
Horrible
Santa Clara? Listen, I did not watch 1 second of this game, so you're telling somebody that hasn't watched it. I mean, was Santa Clara? Did they even move the ball well? Did they not? Did they come to compete? I mean, what Santa Clara was this?
No, I mean they moved the ball well. They moved the ball well. They had more shots on goal, 16 versus 10. They had 7 shots on target versus 1. You know, they didn't have as much possession as Benfica, but that's understandable. 63 versus 37. But corners are pretty much the same. Benfica had 2 cards. Santa Clara didn't have any. Benfica had more fouls than Santa Clara, 14-11. No, it was Santa Clara is a tough team, man. Santa Clara plays good soccer. they play good soccer, and Benfica just didn't show up. Just didn't show up. Own goal, and then Chiquinho goal on the 73rd minute to get away with the points. So Santa Clara played really good. They didn't not deep playing defense or playing for a tie or anything like that. They took it to Benfica, and we've been having very tough games against Santa Clara.
They
This is
they
not-
played open.
this-
They
yeah.
played open.
Mhm.
Nelson, how about you? What did you think of this game? I'm not sure if you got a chance.
I did actually. I watched a lot of that game. So Benfica is lucky that they got late on their team. Porque eles ganharam com leite do caralho. Foda-se. Like, Santa Clara, I mean, they got the same symbol. They both have the chicken, like on
The
the logo.
chicken. Sim, sim,
And
sim.
I didn't know which team was Benfica, which team was playing home, because Santa Clara came to play. They actually dominated that game. Like George mentioned, 7 shots on goal against 1. Benfica's only shot on goal was on the
Was the goal?
73rd minute. We're
Was the
talking
goal.
about 73 minutes without a shot on goal against Santa Clara in your own stadium. I think that says it all, pretty much. O Brian Ruiz, o irmão do Brian Ruiz, o Sferovic, dentro da pequena área. Da pequena área mandou uma bola, acho que foi parar ao Algarve, graças. So Santa Clara came to play. They should have won the game, and somehow they lost the game, which is insane. You know what I mean? But I was very impressed with what I saw. Those guys they were pressuring Benfica up high when Benfica was trying to come out and play. They were pressuring them. That's how they scored the tying goal. Like they put pressure on the defender. They got the rebound and they scored. Yeah, I was very impressed. But it's crazy. It reminds me of a game one time Sporting played Benfica. We scored 3 goals and we lost 2-1. Beto at the time, I don't know if you guys remember Beto, the defender. He scored 2 own goals and we lost 2-1 and we scored 3 goals. And that was the same thing today. You know, Benfica had 1 shot on goal and 1 2-1. Go figure.
Now,
Horrible.
are you saying, Nelson, because you're talking about the high pressure, was it the same high pressure that Gil Vicente played against Benfica, or no?
What I watched today, like every time Benfica was trying to come, playing the ball on the ground, these guys were there. Like there was one guy on the goal, there was one guy on the left back, there was one guy on the right back. They did not want Benfica to come play. Like they were
They didn't sit behind their midfield a lot.
Exactly. They were up there.
They pressured. Because Benfica makes a lot of mistakes in the defensive end. But the Mendy is not the same player that he was before. Vertonghen very slow. So they make a lot of mistakes, and it's the right approach against Benfica. Because Benfica can't come out.
And I'll say another thing. I know JJ wanna Vlado Chimos out of the goalie. This guy's not a great goalie. I'm sorry, he's not a great goalie. Late. He's not a great goalie. You got lucky for a few games when nobody was scoring against Benfica, but nobody was shooting. You know what I mean? Once people start taking shots, they start scoring.
Oh, dude, I saw him against the Arsenal game, the second game, and I could already see, dude, a good goalkeeper is a goalkeeper that gives you points, and this guy doesn't give you points.
Exactly. And
Does he take point? He hasn't made a critical mistake that you guys lost points.
But it doesn't matter. I mean, but you gotta get a couple of them out of there that are sure goals. You gotta get them out of there and give points to the team. Like the Arsenal game, 11-3 pop 6. Like you gotta do something. You gotta do something.
Listen,
And if Jorge Jesus change the goalies because he wants a more mobile goalkeeper, like he likes like a Diego Alves from Flamengo, for example. That's like he almost plays like the last defender. Leite is not that player because he's slow as hell. He's slow as hell. He can't play like last defender, like the way that Jorge Jesus likes is the goalkeepers to play with the feet. He can't play with the feet. Are you crazy?
What is his reasoning? Did he ever give a reason as to why he switched goalkeepers?
He says, "I'm the coach. I don't give no reasons to nobody, especially the players."
Don't get me wrong.
He says that in person.
I can't even pronounce the guy's name. Vlado
Marco
Chimos.
Dimos, cara.
He was not good coming out of the post. He wasn't. Like, you know, but in between the posts, the guy was
He
amazing.
gave points.
What-
But he
what-
gave
what do you-
points
what-
to Benfica.
Nelson, what are you trying to say? You calling him Dracula?
But no, what I'm trying to say is like at the beginning of the season, he saved Benfica a lot in
Yeah.
He
between
did.
the posts, a lot. You know,
Yeah.
and I'll tell you, this guy, the guy late, you would not have made those two saves that Adam made in the Braga game. No way, shape, or form. Those would have been 2 goals, and I know that for a fact. I just don't see anything special in this guy. I think the other guy was better.
Yes, I
better,
did too.
and I think he was just JJ being JJ like he is.
No, but you know what doesn't make sense, Nelson? It's the guy was better. The guy had people that wanted to play teams that wanted to buy him at the beginning of the season. You don't let him go, and then you bench him halfway
Yep.
through the season.
Yeah, I know.
So somebody wanted to give you 15 million while he was the starter. Now you're going to sell him at the end of the season, because now he wants to leave. What are you going to sell him for? 6 or 7? Yeah, os negócios, já os tais negócios escuros do Benfica.
Of course.
It's always the same thing. Always the same thing.
Nope. I mean, Santa Clara, once again, they go into the big 3 stadiums. They had excellent performances in all 3 games, and they came away with 0 points.
Yep.
And that's how the world of soccer is.
And they got points. They got points from Benfica at home. We tied.
Yeah, you tied.
Did you tell them?
Yeah, but on the road they played all 3 teams stuff and they got 0 points.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You tied it after the game of the rain. That was that game.
Yeah.
The game of the rain. It got postponed. Very good.
Yep.
I do remember that. I mean, listen, that's also a tough place to play. It's not very simple to play at Açores because of the wind. There's a lot of wind that goes on over there, and you got to play a specific way for that to happen. So.
And Santa Clara had they had an awesome defensive game without Fabio Cardoso.
Now,
this is one point that Mlingas is right. He benched him after the Sporting game 1-0 win. Yeah, that was the day that was the last game he started, I believe.
because he blamed
Yeah,
he kind of blamed the guy.
That goal wasn't his fault.
But he blamed him for the goal.
I agree that he can't.
I'm thinking he did push the ball forward, but still,
He did.
It's
Now, since you're talking about Santa Clara and you're saying it's windy over there, like it's tough to play in the Açores, do you think Francisco Conceição should go play for them?
No, he's fine where he's at.
You sure?
Yeah.
Because Santa Clara has like the 2nd most penalties in Portugal. If he played for them, they would have 30 right now. They'd probably be fighting for the title.
Could be.
he had a clear one today, and I was so surprised that he didn't.
That's not a
he didn't
penalty.
dive. He didn't dive.
Well, we're going to talk about that.
Which one? No, that one's a penalty. And 2 minutes before was another penalty when he was on the end line.
Wow.
Eugene Macron, he came in clutch today for his sponsor.
Every show I go up against 2 portistas. Estou fodido.
T-shirts? No, I don't think so.
All right,
Yeah.
let's talk about the Moreirense 1 Porto 1. Moreirense was Pazinato, Ferraresi, Rosic, Ba, Abdu, Walterson, Pacheco, David Simão, Jan, Soares, and Martins. For Porto, it was Marchesín, Nanu, Mavemba, Pep, Manafá, Corona, Uribe, Oliveira, Otávio, Taremi, and Marega. Once again, Porto plays horrible. I didn't like this game. I think we gave a 70-minute head start to Moreirense, and then for the last 20 minutes, we were trying to resolve the game. I just don't get it with certain players. I'll start with Corona. He was horrible. He's been bad for probably the last 2 months, and I don't understand why we insist on him being the starter. Uribe's been pretty good. I think we cannot complain anything about Uribe. He wins a lot of balls. He brings a lot of balance into the team. Sergio Oliveira today was very heavily marked. Otávio brought nothing to the team today. I think he was a guy that should have been subbed off. Taremi, I mean, he fights. he lacks something. He lacks some type of quality in terms of ball control, and of course finishing in key moments of a game. Marega, he'll work a defense. He'll the pressure. He'll do all the defensive stuff. But I need strikers to score goals. Defensively, Mabimba was a monster. We have no fullbacks whatsoever. I think you can put all the fullbacks together, and I don't think that Porto has, and I don't think it equals to one. One good one. Nanu once again, not good enough. Manafa was horrible. Probably one of the worst games for Manafa, and there's been plenty of them. And we have our best striker, or sorry, our best finisher on the bench when you need goals, which was Ivan Nilsson, which makes no sense to me. Once again, the sub was made. We had Chico Conceição come in, Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz has also been in horrible form. Chico Conceição, Fabio Vieira, two guys that come in and they change instantly the dynamic of the game. Fabio Vieira just brings a whole different element, and it just puzzles me why this guy doesn't play more. And once again, Ivan Nilsson on the bench, it doesn't make sense. And Tony Martinez comes in. He brings a lot of energy. We see a goal disallowed for 10 centimeters. And I'm pretty sure Nelson was about to hit the McCallum the moment he scored the goal.
I'll tell you what happened.
Go ahead. Dij fala.
So I was watching the game. I was in the office. Well, let me not say that. Maybe my boss is listening. I was actually on my lunch break watching the game. And I'll be honest, when Porto scored, I fucking threw the phone down. I was like, fuck this bullshit. And then I grabbed the phone like a minute later, and I went on Facebook, and I saw a post. Somebody said, oh, estão a celebrar como se ganhassem a Champions e só ganharam o Moreirense. But the first comment below that was, are you sure they won? So I'm like, the fuck? I was like, did Moreirense tie the game 2-2? So I went back, and I was like, what? 1-1? What the hell happened here? So that's how I found out that the goal was disallowed. But I don't want to hear anything about the 10 centimeters. Like, we got a goal taken away for 2 centimeters, which is 5 times less than the 10 centimeters. You know what I mean? So it's like, so that I don't want to hear the complaint about. Because, I mean, if they can see 2, they should be able to see 10, right? That's my opinion. I'm not saying either one is right. But if you're complaining about the 10 centimeters, then I want my goal that was stolen from us for 2 centimeters.
I heard some Sportingistas on another podcast saying that there should be a buffer of no joke. I'm not even joking around. That there should be a buffer. Anything less than 5 centimeters, for example, offsides, it shouldn't count. It should be a goal.
Even though UEFA recommends 10.
What happened?
UEFA recommends 10.
As a buffer?
Yes.
Oh, yeah? But how are you going to do that? It's either an offside or it's not an offside.
But yes and no, George, because at the same time, can you really tell when the ball leaves the foot? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I mean, you're talking about like this. You know what I mean? Like
a nose hair.
Listen, 1 inch makes a big difference in the bedroom. Like, like in a game, like I don't know.
Oh, I was choked.
I'm just saying, So that's all I'm saying.
You want to explain why 1 inch makes a big difference in the bedroom?
Yeah, because like I'm 10 centimeters longer than George. The George is like, so that makes a big difference. Yeah.
So your feet might hang out the bed.
Exactly. So that makes that makes a difference, But I can see it. Like, it's very tough. Like, I mean, listen, when Sporting got that goal called back for 2 centimeters, I'm like, this got to be the biggest joke ever. Because can you really tell that it's 2 centimeters off? You know what I mean? Like, so I can see that. It's some type of buffer, but the problem with that is if they do implement that, now all of a sudden
they have it in other countries. They have it in other countries.
Now they're going to be like, oh, the guy was 12. How can they tell it was 12 centimeters instead of 10 centimeters? Then you're going to get into, you know what I mean? So it's always going to be something changing. And getting messed up. You know, that's fun.
George, what'd you think of this game?
Like I said, I think I don't think Porto. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't think Porto olhou para este jogo with the sense of urgency that they should have from minute one.
I think. Well, hold on a second. I think some players didn't view it as that. You're right.
Well, yeah.
There's other players that played well and they played with urgency, and there's other ones that did not. That's
Yeah, the 40-year-old like always plays with a sense of urgency. He's the only one.
front. And then there's like today was Otavio and Corona. They just didn't look like they were into it. I don't understand why they stayed on the field. I just don't get it.
And you don't right now you don't have the excuse of the game, at the beginning of the week and stuff like that. I mean, you're pretty much fresh now, so you should have, it should be a different approach.
I mean, I'm looking at it. Otavio never even came off the field.
What were the stats for the game? Shots, all that stuff. What was that?
This app, I don't get it. I don't have it.
So
I
there
know
was
that
19 shots versus 8 for Porto, 7 on net versus 4 for Porto.
Yeah.
72-28 possession. The problem with Porto is Porto was just, they thought they were Barcelona. They were playing the tic-tac in the midfield, and they wouldn't do anything else for 70-plus minutes.
Listen, Porto, once they were down, then they were chasing it, And like you say, the last 25 minutes, 20 minutes, they were crushing them. And even like that, they could have allowed the second goal. That was a great play by the Porto defender, Uribe, that came running out of nowhere. I mean, I know the forward would have stopped the ball.
The game of the championship, that's going to be the deciding play.
Yeah, I think they'll finish second with that play. Had that ball gone in, they probably would have finished third. Now they'll finish second. So that was a great play. I mean, I know the forward would have stopped the ball and would have picked the side, but whatever. At the same time, Porto was pressing a lot at the end of the game. Of course, trying to win the game. They had to win the game. They knew they had to win the game. There was no other chance. But it's the same thing, Bruno. They played bad last week. They played bad the week before. And when we were on the show last week and the week before, I told you guys that they won 2 games that they don't know how they won. They could have tied either game. You know what I mean? And that happened today. And I'm proud because I actually picked the score 1-1. I don't know if you guys remember. I'm so fucking good at this. You know what I mean? So it's like, and Moreirense, one of my favorite teams as of today. As of today, and a
couple of weeks ago they weren't such a favorite.
No, of course not. But I really like them today, and they were green. How can I say that about these guys? These guys probably just gave us the title.
Maybe not. We'll see.
It's over. Stop.
It's over. Well, so hold on. Going back to Braga, you guys celebrated a title. They were celebrating after the game. They left the locker room a mess with all the celebration that they did. They broke it. So Sporting is convinced that this is over.
It is over. I mean, I've been telling you guys that it's over for a while. It's definitely over.
It's over now.
It's over. It's over. We'll be champs in 3 weeks.
In 3 weeks.
We'll be champs before the game with Benfica.
Before your game with Benfica or our game?
Before our game with Benfica.
Okay. You better.
We will. We're going to be 9 points ahead with 2 games to go.
Nelson, just remember my dream scenario.
Yeah. It's a wet dream. I get it.
Remember my dream scenario.
It's over.
Do you know what my dream scenario is? Do you remember it?
Yeah, we don't lose a game, but we lose the title.
Same points, though. Same points. It's got to be the same points.
No, it's Bruno. We'll be champs before we go to Benfica.
Can you imagine the melon there explode that day?
I can't. I just can't. I can't. I don't think you guys when you guys going to realize that it's over. Honestly, it's over, guys.
It's over when the points differential cannot be changed.
Bruno, at this moment, in 5 games we need to lose 1, right? Actually, we need to lose 2 right now. We would have to lose
2
2.
games.
You don't even have to lose 2.
We would have to
Tie
lose 2
3.
right now.
You
You
could
can
tie
tie
3.
4.
All right. After you guys play Benfica, we probably. I'm telling you, we'll almost champs by then. Honestly, it's over. And you guys play Benfica Cinco de Mayo, which is awesome. Like, I'll be fucking drinking Corona and celebrating that tie all day and night.
Read that right there.
It's always, man.
Is that Brandon from Braga?
No,
Oh, he's from Porto, right?
he is, but if his ideology is basically the same as mine
I get it.
when it comes to we're talking about tactics wise. That I think is the reason why Porto will have success at the Stadio Luz is them high pressing, because now there's a blueprint that Benfica is starting to show signs consistently that they cannot play well against teams that high press. If you high press them, you're going to cause a lot of problems.
That's nothing new.
I agree with that.
But now more teams are doing it though, George. That's the difference.
I agree with that, but you better not lose points to Famalicão this weekend, because if you do, that game against
It's
Benfica,
going to be tough. It's going to be tough. It's going to be a
that
tough
game
game.
against Benfica will be a battle. Trust me, it'll be the battle for second
It's
place.
going to be a tough game. Here, I see Molinga's here saying, "Be careful with Famalicão." I think he needs to be worried about Nacional before I have to worry about Famalicão.
Stop.
Olha,
Listen. I'm as like honestly, I'm optimistic, of course, but like usually, I joke around and mess around and stuff, but I can honestly tell you, it's over. There's no way in hell you guys come back from this.
you know who's going to screw you guys over?
Who?
Cuidado com o Dala.
Oh, stop. They listen.
Cuidado com o Dala.
That's next week. That's next week. No, it doesn't even
2
matter
weeks.
anymore.
In 2 weeks, no?
Yeah, not this game, the following one.
Cuidado com o Dala.
Doesn't matter anymore. We'll be champs the day we play Boa Vista.
O Dala é que vai os lixar. It's going to be so great. It's going to be so
We're
great.
gonna be champs the day we play Boa Vista. That'll be the title game. So what
The
day is
Boa
that?
Vista.
Yeah.
O Pipas vai te...
Nah.
Pipas. O Pipas,
I'm telling you. We're gonna
o
finish this.
Pipas vai lá e empata.
Bruno, you can write this down so you know that I'm not wrong.
No meu papelinho.
Write it down on your papelinho. We're gonna win with minimum 9-point lead.
9
Minimum.
points.
9-point lead minimum.
Let me see. 10-14.
You can mark that down.
I'm writing it down.
Done. 9-point lead.
426. Letra. 9-point lead.
Easy. Easy
Easy.
peasy. Not the peasy from Benfica. He sucks, but easy peasy.
Easy,
telling you.
right? Easy.
I do think you guys will finish second, because I think you'll tie Benfica. I don't think you're going to beat Benfica. I think you're going to tie him.
Tá aqui, ó. Tá
Perfect.
aqui.
Perfect. It's over, guys.
Easy.
Honestly, the battle right now is you should. I'll be honest with you, Bruno. And by the way, what are you wearing? Is that like a Moreirense jacket or whatever? Like,
Aqui,
oh,
pá.
it looks green from here, man.
It's blue.
It looks
It's a
green.
bluish gray.
George, does it look green?
Yeah, his house over there where he does the shows is sempre it always
Os teus olhos, tu estás a ver, as tuas palas só vêm verde.
No, because I can tell George is wearing orange. So it's like.
colorblind.
I'll be honest with you, Bruno. I think you should be more worried about securing second place. You have more chances of losing second place than you do of getting first place. Simple as that.
We shall see. Cuidado com o Nacional. Cuidado com o Nacional. Cuidado com o Nacional.
Oh, I can't wait for the
Marítimo.
predictions in that. Oh,
Maritio.
Cuidado com todos. Meanwhile, we played 29 games. We haven't lost one. Mas cuidado com
Nelson,
esse, cuidado com aquele, cuidado com
I
aquele.
said you guys were going to lose points 6 out of the last 8 games of the season. You got one down, which was against Braga.
Mhm.
You're going to lose 6 out of 8 points, 6 out of the last 8 games.
And
That's
you guys not going to lose anymore, right?
I didn't say anything about me. I'm telling you about your club. We're still going to lose a lot of points, and we're gonna have a lot of discussions about this.
I'll be honest with you. I think Sporting can lose the last 2 games and still be champions by 4 points.
Olha, remember my dream scenario.
This fucking
all I gotta
McKellen,
say.
yo, this McKellen is great. Fucking, oh man, I love it.
Letra, remember my dream scenario. My dream scenario.
I'll put it to you this way, because I'm good at that. I actually studied dreams in college. Your dream scenario is actually a nightmare that you think
For
it's
you.
a dream. You know what I mean? It's like it's definitely a nightmare. You're done.
For you.
You're done.
Nightmare
No.
for you.
No, for you. I'm telling you, it's a nightmare.
We're going to end with the same amount of points.
And by the way, when we are champs, I know you guys were talking about Isidro doing the party stuff. I don't know if I
Yeah.
want to be at that party with champs.
But you
I'm
won't
scared.
be there?
I'll bring my own food.
You won't be there, huh?
No, I'll be there, but I'll bring my own food.
All right. George, anything else you want to say about this game?
No.
Nelson?
Your penalties, the penalties.
Well, I mean, there were penalties. I saw the one on Chico Conceição. I mean, that one, it's not a surprise. When I saw the name Hugo Miguel, I said, pronto, everything is ready. Agent Macron last week didn't say a smack in the face to Marega, didn't call a penalty. Just by his criteria, not mine, by his. This week, Marega does the same thing to some player while he was about to go take off, and he calls a foul. Epa, assim.
I'll be honest. I don't think that's a penalty. I really don't. Like, I'm not just saying that because Porto tied. Like, I don't think that's a penalty. I mean, any little touch on the guy and the guy goes flying. I mean, simple as that.
Did she say someone? Which one though?
There were two. The one in
There's
the
two.
air. And then Taremi, the other one that he threw himself on the ground.
Taremi no.
And the Luis Diaz one, the one that they called a free kick. I know what George is saying. He thinks his foot is in the area. Was he? I don't know. Like, I would have to watch that a few more
I would
times.
have to see the replay again.
His
I would have to
left
see
foot
the
was
replay
in the
a couple
box.
times.
His left foot was in the box?
That's what I'm saying. But like, it all depends when they show the play, when they freeze the play. You know what I mean? It's like, listen,
But that's the VAR's job.
no. The one thing I say about that game, it's the VAR's job, yes. But we just spoke about Sporting when there was no VAR. Benfica last week when they scored the second goal against Portimonense, Darwin hits the guy in the face. The play keeps going.
He was Mauricio told him about this new lotion for his face, and he wanted to see if it worked on his head.
And there was no VAR. You know what I mean? So it's like VAR this, VAR that, and we all know they suck. You know what I mean?
Nelson
No.
was there. There's Brandon. There's Brandon that mentioned one on Pep. Did you think the one right before the half, right before the first half?
No, oh my God, that's the one that Pepe got the yellow card. Did he get a yellow card? I don't know if they showed
No,
him the yellow
not
card.
that
Oh,
one.
he didn't
No,
show him
no,
the yellow
no.
card. But I know which play you're talking about. No, Pepe threw himself on the ground. Parece que comeu com um pau na testa, começou aos gritos lá no chão, like a baby. The guy didn't even touch him.
The one on his leg.
The guy didn't touch him. The guy didn't. His leg went over Pepe's leg. Oh my God, please watch that play again. The guy didn't
I did.
touch
I
him.
watched it.
He
I don't
didn't-
think it's enough for a penalty.
He didn't touch him. He did not touch him. And Pepe's on the ground like. Even
There
the
it
guy's
is.
like. Even the guy's
Here.
like tentar enganar o árabe.
Escreve aí, ó. The guy's cleat bends.
What cleat bends?
No, for me, there's 3 possible penalties.
Oh,
The last one. No, I'm serious. Listen, it doesn't give me any satisfaction saying that Porto got robbed 3 penalties. But to me, it's the last one on the last play. His left foot is right in the corner of the box, and then I have 2 on Chico Conceição. I have before the one that's a clear penalty. I have him on the sideline when he cut on the sideline right at the end line, and then he tries to pull back in, and the defender grabs his arm. I think that's a PK if he would have dove. The problem is that he doesn't dive when he needs to dive. He only dives when he doesn't need to dive.
To
And
me,
that's why.
the last one he got taken out.
Oh yeah, he got taken out. Yeah,
to me, there's one,
that's a clear penalty for me.
to me, there's one that's debatable, and that's the Luis Diaz play. The other two, I don't think they are. To me, it's the Luis Diaz play. Is he in the area or not?
The Chico Cesar one. I mean, I saw the replay. I mean, the guy's shoulder goes right into his back.
The guy's made of paper.
But no interesa. You guys had a player like that, Dominguez, that he would win a lot of fouls like that because he was small.
But Bruno, if you think that's a penalty, then go watch the play on Coates. Then you're going to think that's 2 penalties on Coates. I mean, because it's like it's crazy. Like this one wasn't even back. It was more like, back to the left. You know what I mean? Like the Coates one straight on the back, like not even close. Same thing. There was no call.
I didn't watch the game yesterday because I already knew what was going to happen.
But you should watch that play. No, are we talking about after the game now, or are we leaving that?
Yeah, because Bruno over here is talking about it. He wants to talk about it, so go ahead.
Listen, I'll say one thing. If Sergio Conceição doesn't get suspended for 15 days, I will not. Well, I already don't have any respect for the league, but I'll lose even more respect for the league. There's no way Portugal guys do not get suspended. There's no way, shape, or form.
Nelson, I don't know what happened because I didn't. The moment the game ended, I was busy doing something else.
The guy ran towards the ref, cursed him out, got a red card right there and then. He's still going after the ref. Then there's some other guy from Porto going after the ref.
Yeah, who's the guy from Porto with the white hair?
I don't know who that guy is, but I saw
He looked-
the
he
white
looked-
also.
Yeah, dude, he had like.
The goalkeeper coach.
Is
And
he?
then on top of that,
Yeah.
some guy Pinho, whatever his name is, smacks a reporter after the game outside the stadium.
Pinho.
I think his name is Ping something. I don't know. He's another Porto guy. He was walking out with Pinto Costa.
Vitor Pinho.
There was a guy from the guy from the show. Yeah.
Rui Pinho.
There was a guy. There was a reporter there. He's walking out with Pinto Costa. They start talking shit to the guy, and then the guy hits him. You know what I mean? It's like
Hits the cameraman. The cameraman hits him.
no, he hits the cameraman.
It wasn't the cameraman that hit him.
No. So I'll be honest, Bruno. If they just slap Sergio Conceição with a fine, dude, that's shameful. That'll be shameful. If you suspend Ruben Amorim for 15 days, you got to suspend this guy. I mean, this guy já apanhou mais vermelhos na vida dele, já ofendeu mais pessoas na vida dele do que like all the other, like coaches put together. You got to suspend him, Bruno. There's no way. You cannot suspend Ruben Amorim.
Today was really bad. Today was a really bad one. It seemed like they wanted to hook him.
But we have a lot of bad luck with Ugmio. We have a lot of bad. There's a lot of controversy in games with Ugmiel when he officiates Porto games. It's a tradition, and even when he's the VAR, there's a lot of questionable things that are decided against. So I want to know, maybe we have to ask Hugo Miguel what he meant. Macron, huh? He works for Macron. I don't know if you guys know that. I don't know what he meant by one day he posted on his Facebook, "É bom provar o próprio veneno." Maybe you should ask, maybe you should be questioned about that.
All I'm saying is it doesn't matter. Like Porto players, coaches, even the players in the stands were all celebrating when they thought they scored the second goal. And then the goal was disallowed.
I was celebrating.
He
yellow carded him. He yellow carded Conceição after the goal for the goal scored.
What I'm saying is like you cannot be a sore loser, and he's a complete sore loser.
But he's a
complete sore loser.
He admits it, though.
One thing I don't like, Nelson, is when guys that claim that they're all innocent and everything like that, and when they start losing points and then they start going off on referees and they barge into
Yeah, but they get
there's
the
people that are
penalties.
very proper. Then they barge into media outlets and they start making noise, like in Braga this week.
Yeah, but we get
Uh,
but we get punished for them. Sergio gets away with a
Sometimes.
slap.
Sometimes.
No, I mean, Bruno, Ruben Amorim já foi quatro vermelhos este ano, 3 ou 4 vermelhos este ano. Like, he just got suspended for 15 days. All I'm saying is, like, there's no way this guy cannot get suspended. If he doesn't get suspended, it's shameful. Simple as that. No matter how pissed off you are, you cannot do what he did.
Well,
The rules have to apply for everybody. You cannot just pick and choose who the rules apply for.
I see two Sportingistas talking about how Sporting is going to be making it next year. That's great. You know what's the problem? There's still Macron, and the agent for Macron is Hugo Miguel this season. We're not talking about next season. We're talking about this season.
So you think Hugo Miguel wants Sporting to be champs?
Epa, maybe he gets a cut. I don't know. Maybe he sees all these sales. If Sporting is champion, the sales go up, and he gets a cut. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I don't get it.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
In the
That
last,
shirt that you're wearing,
let's talk about
that shirt that you're wearing gave a commission to Hugo Miguel.
I love it. Let me listen, and honestly, and I'll ask you an honest question, and I expect an honest answer.
Yep.
In the last 20 years, out of the 3 big teams, who's been helped the least?
The least
Yes.
in the last 20 years.
Last 20 years.
Ufarense. The
Ufarense.
last 20 years has been Ufarense.
Between Sporting, Benfica, Porto.
The last 20 years. Pode ter que admitir que se calhar o Sporting.
I mean, it's not even close. It's not even close, brother. It's not even close. Like, everything. I still remember we lost a title when the guy from Passos Ferreira scores a goal with his hand. I mean, that everybody saw that he scored a goal with his hand except the ref.
I do remember there was this one league title. I think it was the 2000 the one that you clinched. You ended the drought. What year was that? 99 2000?
Yes.
99 2000. Acosta against Blue News scored an offside goal, but man, that was nice offside. I mean, a good 3 yards.
You want to go back that far? I remember a game. Com o apanha-bolas do Porto marcou gol. He put the ball inside the net. I mean, for real?
Contrato milionário, hein? Isso que grande gol hein?
So it's like, I mean, last 20 years, if there's one team that can complain, it's us.
Benfica can't complain about the officiating.
How can they complain? Durante uns anos, aquela área, o Jonas chegava lá, uma piscina, boom, bang, já estava.
Yeah, okay.
It's like,
right.
And
how many years has João Vieira Pinto played for you?
Nobody likes Sporting. We are the only honest team in Portugal. Nobody likes
we
Sporting.
just ignore my question.
We're the only honest team in Portugal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the only one. We play by the rules. Like, we don't bribe refs. Like
you play by the rules. So
How many
yellow cards has Paulinho got? How many yellow cards Paulinho got?
6, but he needs 10.
Right. So he hasn't served a suspension for the 5th yellow card.
How much money did Cristóvão put in the linesman account?
I don't know. I wasn't there.
2,000. No, you should have said no.
So the guy buys him a lunch.
You should have said none. You should have said that you're the most honest team. Said.
All I'm saying is, like, listen. All I'm saying is, like, Sporting. Listen, we haven't won in 20 years, 19 years. But we could have won a few in the last 19 years that were taken away from us.
Taken away from you, okay.
Taken away from us.
I agree with one in particular. 2016, I think it was.
Oh, that was definitely a fucking...
We won all the games straight. We ran the deck.
Yeah, até contra o Marítimo, a jogar com 10 e o Marítimo só passava a bola para trás.
Yeah, só passava a bola para
trás. I remember that game. That game was very
odd.
Actually, if you listen to my old podcast that I used to do, with these other guys. I remember that game, and you can still listen to what I said after the game. I found that very odd that you would move up the field all the way to the end line and then pass the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I mean,
Era o Sanchez. We had Sanchez. Sanchez era o limpador.
no, he got a red card that game. He's the one that got the red card.
He's the one that's why we played for 10 with 10 man.
Which
I know.
Sanchez?
Or Renato,
Renato Sanchez. He got red card. He got red card in the first half still.
right before he became a star for Bayern Munich.
No, that's not his name now. See, you told me Sanjay. I didn't know who that was. You gotta explain to me. You gotta explain Nelson correctly. His new name is Banqueiro de Munique.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
O
Next time
Banqueiro de Munique, porque não há outro banqueiro como ele.
No, he played amazing for them. Like, it was.
Há o Nakajima de 24 milhões.
Esse é bom. So good that they want him, even though he's hurt, he has a broken leg and tore ligaments, they want him back on loan. That's how good he is.
Ou então o what's his name? Do Felipe Anderson. Esse aí também.
não
Esse é
posso
espetáculo
ver.
também.
No,
Queres mais? Queres mais?
he's on loan though. He's on loan, George. He's on loan.
Esse também é banqueiro, mas é banqueiro também esse.
No, it's name banqueiro, it's bancadeiro or whatever you want to call it.
I mean, mas para isso de falar em bancos, expensive players, tens o João Flapex, que está lá, 126 milhões lá.
Não
a aquecer o
digas
banco
isso.
Já
Não
chegou,
digas
já
do
chegou.
Atlético de Madrid.
O que importa é que já chegou ao banco o dinheiro. Isso é que importa.
So we think.
O resto são histórias.
We think. We don't know. We think.
Might have got a.
Let's do this. Let's wait until he goes in and plays for another team, and let's see then how he does.
Let's see.
Manchester City?
Listen, I'm looking forward to seeing him play for Ferenc next year. I hope he does good for Ferenc. You know, like I look forward to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If they stay up.
He might play for Academic Viseu.
Maybe. Desde que
You
arranja
don't
a
know.
namorada, acabou. Foda-se.
All right, let's switch gears and we're gonna start talking about next week. The games start Thursday. I don't know which one you got. I think it was George that said it. Marítimo Braga. Well, let's pick it for shits and giggles. Nelson, go ahead.
Oh. Man, I hate both teams. Can they both lose or no?
They cannot both lose. They can both lose points.
Make it 1-1 then.
Make it 1-1. George.
I was gonna say 1-1 too.
I'm gonna say Marítimo beats Braga 2-1. 2-1. That all right? Is that all right for you, Nelson?
I guess. I mean,
Okay. All right. Passos, Freira Bolonense, Guimarães Moreirense e o Tondela Benfica. George, that's on Friday. Fala.
One.
Tondela Benfica 1-1.
What's the problem? I'm not like you. If I was Bruno, I'd be like 3-0 Benfica. But
No, like Tondela, I don't think is.
Did you see how Benfica played today?
I didn't.
Okay.
Nelson, what do you got?
I think Benfica plays better away from their stadium, away from their fans, even though there's no fans. Mas acho que vão dançar ao som do Tondela. 1-0 Tondela.
1-0 Tondela now. Benfica plays against Miguel Paco. It's his old assistant coach. They're already a little more comfortable.
It's always a conspiracy.
Always
More comfortable.
Quiz super legal esse.
3-1. 3-1.
Wow.
3-1. Yeah, 3-1.
Quem é o árbitro?
Benfica-
Quem
3-1
é o
Benfica.
árbitro? Quem é o árbitro?
Oh, no, we don't know yet. All right. Porto Famalicão. This is going to be a tough one. Porto wins 1-0. Nelson.
I think Porto wins 2-0.
George.
That's a tough one too.
That is a tough one.
That's a really tough
I hope
one.
they don't win, but I think they
I
will.
say 1-0 Porto.
Gil Vicente Farense. That's a tough game down at the bottom. Let's pick that one. George, go ahead.
Gil Vicente. 2-0.
2-0. Damn.
Farense
Nelson.
can't score.
Gil Vicente, ever since they beat those scrubs, they haven't won a game. They lost the last two. So I pick Farense 1-0.
Now I'm gonna say Farense wins 3-1. They won the other day, George. Portimonense Rio Ave. That's gonna be a big one because you got coming up, Nelson. What do you got? Can Portimonense bounce back after that beating that they got?
Yeah, I think they can. I will say 2-1 Portimonense.
Portimonense. George.
1-0 Portimonense.
I say Rio Ave. No. Rio Ave can't win this game. 1-1. They can't win this game. They gotta hold it off for a little while longer. Santa Clara Boa Vista, and then the big one, Nelson, Sporting Nacional.
Listen, I'll go out on the limb. I think this is actually a game that Paulinho scores 2 goals. I think Sporting wins 3-0.
You said they were gonna lose. I heard that.
No, they win 3-0.
3-0
3-0.
against Nacional. Okay. How about you, George?
2-2.
I like you, George.
I know.
I like you, George. Olha, este vai ser o Riascos, o jogo do Riascos. Nacional scores first, and Sporting aí, lá no fim consegue empatar, and it stays like that. 1-1.
And that's what I was talking about. Your dreams that are actually nightmares, they dreams. You know what I mean? Like you just
1-1.
completely lost. Okay.
Manuel Machado is going to play with 8 center backs.
I believe that.
Pode crer, Nelson.
I believe
Não
that.
vai ser difícil, pá.
I believe that. They're gonna counter and they're gonna try to score, like you say, and that's it. Like,
And they'll score. Riascos.
I don't think so. That game will be over by halftime.
By halftime.
It needs to be over by halftime because I got plans that day. So that shit gotta be over early.
That's a Saturday of the
That's
May
what I'm
1st.
saying. I got plans. So get that shit over.
You want to share your plans with us or not so much?
I'll share them next week.
Does it entail going to Craven Barbecue or no?
No, screw
No,
that.
okay. Very good.
I'm done with that place.
For a while.
I'm going to
All
the
right, guys.
competition now.
Well, remember, Sporting has a lot of guys out, or 3 guys
Three
out.
guys
Actually,
out. 3 guys.
Tiago Tomás, o Adam. Olha, o Max vai dar frango lá do gol do Riascos. Vai dar
2-2.
You know,
franguito.
I'll be honest with you guys. I really think Paulinho will score this weekend. I really do. I think he'll score 2 goals. I just see it like.
Na própria Beliza.
Listen, I was pretty much right on the money with all the scores last week. You know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, I've been having these dreams, like you having these dreams, but mine have been on the money. Yours are like,
my dream. There's only one dream scenario that I have. Finish with the same amount of points as Sporting and Sporting with 0 losses. That's what I want.
Eu tô vendo o teu clube afogado, mas ainda bem que o George tá com lifeguard shirt to help you out. You know.
But George is saying that they're gonna tie with Tondela, so we're gonna go right back to where we were.
As I'm saying, this is perfect. This will be perfect. Like you guys, oh my God, you guys will be fighting for that 3rd place spot until the end.
And then we play Benfica the next Thursday. Was it next Thursday, right,
5
George?
de maio. 5 de maio.
Cinco
Yeah.
de Mayo.
Yeah.
You going to Chili's for that or no? Where are you going? Chevy's?
I'm definitely gonna go to some Mexican place. Like you know.
You are.
Oh, absolutely.
Jose Terras.
Oh, that's a good place. That's a very good place.
What about Jose Teca?
That's my favorite Mexican.
I have I'm actually friends with the president of Mexico, Manuel Labor, but I live in Roselle and there's a place right down the street, a Mexican place down the street. It's actually pretty good. Not bad at all.
E vais lá comer uns tacos.
Vou lá comer uns tacositos
Manual labor.
e uma corona.
This
Well,
guy's
The
crazy.
5 de Mayo it would only be justified that Corona scores the game winner against Benfica. Don't you think?
I think it should be the tying goal. 1-1.
Tying goal?
Yeah, like 1-1.
Okay, it could be the tying goal, but there's got to be somebody that scores the game winner.
I just hope we're not champs that day. I don't want to be champs that day. I want to be champs the following week.
The following week.
The following week.
Why? What's the following week?
We play home against Boavista. You know what I mean? Like Lisbon.
We can't have fans in the stadium.
Pack stadium. You can.
Lisbon will just stop. I mean, the country will stop.
Remember,
The country's
May
going
5th.
to stop.
The country's gonna stop.
No, they're
Remember,
not
May
having.
5th?
They're not having.
No,
No, they're not going to have fans no more.
They're not gonna stop.
What?
They're not going to have it. No, George.
You think after 19 years, you think they're gonna stop the fans from going out in the streets? No way, shit.
No, they'll have it. They'll have fans in the street, but they're not going to have.
they were on the streets yesterday already.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they'll have enough cops in Portugal to stop that.
Well, you know, Nelson, we used to tell, George and I used to tell another co-host of ours, with Aquas Canas, já tens as botas? Onde estão as botas, Jorge? As botas.
À espera.
Não
Estão à
tem,
espera do gajo.
eu não tenho velas, não tem. No, it's over, dude. It's over.
Não tens velas?
Like, when do you guys want to congratulate me? That's my question. When?
We're,
Like,
I'm not gonna. Not yet. Until mathematics.
Only when I see the big black cloud. That's the only time.
I want to know what your name is gonna be if my dream scenario comes true. What's
It's
my
not.
dream?
one
Blackout.
thing I'll guarantee you.
Blackout. You woke up on.
No. If your scenario does come true, which you won't, I know you won't, I'll just come on with a Porto jersey. It's okay. So whatever. I'll just wear a Porto jersey. You know?
You'll come on with her. Hold on a second. You're gonna look.
What am I looking at?
Bruno blacked out. He hit himself.
Nah, dude. Nah. I'm not
Or
like
did
that.
he kick himself out?
I think he
he
kicked
must have
himself out.
I don't think he could get in now.
No, I don't think he can. Well, tá com melão no caraças, fazer o quê?
There's nobody to let him into the show now.
I can't. That's fine.
Oh, here he comes.
Acho que tu estavas tudo preocupado. Eu fugi. That's is that gonna be a blackout?
Nah, dude. Like, listen.
No, but the only difference is that you coming back will be like in September. Him in September.
Who? Oh,
Depois só volta depois dos 3 ou
I'm
4
not
jogos.
like
Oh, George, you see how much I'm such a good co-host? I muted myself, man.
I guarantee you guys, I'll be here. First of all, I know it's over. I mean, you guys are completely fucking delirious.
He's trying to convince himself.
He's trying. He's speaking it into existence.
No, it's just like I'm the one drinking, and you guys are the ones with the crazy predictions. Like, you know what I mean? It's like it's the funny shit.
We're not crazy, Nelson.
You are completely insane.
We're just, we've been so used to Benfica Sporting self-imploding that we're just waiting for it.
It's
Patiently.
over. It's over, guys.
We're patiently waiting.
We'll be champs by the time we play Boavista. We'll be champs that day.
Tell me how heartbroken you would be if you ended with the same amount of points as the champion with 0 losses and you don't win the title.
I can't listen. If that did happen, fuck. I'd probably jump off a bridge. Yes, but we would have to do the show. We would have to do the show with me hanging on the bridge. With me hanging on the bridge, like you would like watch a live fucking suicide. You know what I mean? Like, but it's not gonna happen, guys. Honestly, come on. Even honestly, what chances do you give your team to beat Sporting? Honestly.
Well, we can't play you yet.
No, I'm saying in the standing, overall.
Become champion.
What percentage do you give your team?
After today, 50-50.
What the fuck? George?
Of Benfica beating Sporting?
No. Porto being champs or Benfica being champs over Sporting.
No, Benfica is 0.
Okay, Porto?
0%.
Porto?
40%.
All right. I say lay off the pipe, and honestly, you guys are completely fucking insane.
Olha, estás a ver? This is what I'm talking about.
Of course, me too. That's my boy. That's my boy Bruno.
He'll stop watching Portuguese soccer, Bruno. He's not going to stop watching.
Exactly.
He's not going to stop watching Sporting, or sell his stuff in English town like Victor Mulengas. He'll completely stop watching Portuguese soccer.
I'll be honest with you guys. If Sporting didn't win this season, I'm in the same boat. I would not watch another fucking game. I'd be done. I'd be so turned up that I don't know if I could watch another game. But
And remember, Nelson, we had another co-host that said that if Sporting doesn't win the title this year after a 10-point lead, that they would dedicate themselves to being a fan of a different club from the second division.
I could never do that. I could never follow another team. You know what I mean?
Well, from your hometown, where are you from? Where are you from Portugal?
Cartacho, which é uma filial do Benfica, foda-se. The crazy thing is, like, I play for Cartacho com o emblema do Benfica. I play for Newark Benfica com o emblema do Benfica. I used to score so many own goals. I was the best ever at that shit.
He didn't cut you?
No, I'd be like, oh, sorry, guys. Oh, fuck, another one. No. But, no, honestly, it's over, guys. Like, just put that in your mind. We might come on next week, and you guys might be like, shit, it's definitely over already, because you might not even be from Malicão.
We might not.
And
The way they're playing good.
We're going to put 3 on Nacional and call it quits, and Nelson goes out that night.
I don't think you're beating Nacional. I just don't think you're beating Nacional.
Yeah. Where do you live? I want to hit
I
that
live
pipe.
close to you. I live close to you.
Oh my God, I'm coming over. I want to hit that pipe because you fucking smoke
Pipe?
some heavy shit there.
I am not giving you my pipe for nothing. All right, Nelson, George, you guys have been great this week. Once again, we're gonna tackle this sometime next week, or not. Actually, later on next week, we're gonna tackle it. What do you want to do, George? Monday?
After the games, yeah.
We'll do it Monday. Nelson, you available on Monday?
I'm available Monday. Yeah.
We didn't take up too much of your time.
No. I honestly, I didn't know there was a show today because like everybody told me you were sick. So I was about to watch.
I'm not sick. Look, I'm fine.
I even messaged George. I was like, "Is Bruno okay? Is he sick?" Like, the show.
I told you how this is gonna end. I already saw it.
Okay, all right. Next Monday then. It's on.
You got Brandon has a crystal ball, and he's been telling us the results every week. He said it 4 weeks ago. He called it. Porto was going to lose points to Moreirense, but the end result is going to be Porto and Sporting going to end on points with 0 losses for Sporting, and the rest is history.
So you think we're going to get 3 more ties out of the last 5 games?
Or
Perhaps,
2 losses.
I mean, maybe 4 ties. Because I think Porto still has. There's still a game there that they're not going to win.
Oh, hold on.
Yes.
Let me call my neighbor so they can hear how fucking delirious you are. You nuts, dude. Stop.
4 games. Nacional, Boa Vista. You'll beat Benfica. I think you'll probably beat Benfica.
Rio Ave e Marítimo.
There you go.
Wow.
Pronto, já tá.
No, já tá. And you guys so you're gonna win every game now, right?
No, we have, I think, 1 more game that we're going to drop points.
Then it's over. Then you can't beat us.
No, not true. You lose games, or you lose drop points in 4 games, and we'll drop 1.
If you lose to Benfica and we tie 4 games and win against Benfica, we champs. Because we'd be
If you
9
win
points
against
ahead.
Benfica, yeah. If you win against
No, I'm not saying we lose.
Oh, you're saying you
draw.
tie. You're saying you tie. Okay. All right. Listen, in 2 weeks when we champs, I'm gonna have champagne in my house. It's gonna be a party, that show.
Anything else you're gonna have in your house?
I might. or any kids
we're gonna
watching the show.
we're
We gotta
gonna
make
we're
sure
gonna
there's
do
kids watching the show though.
we're gonna do the show in Nelson's house.
Yeah, I think we might have to.
Yeah, that'll be a very long party. I'm telling you right now.
About an inch long.
About 10 centimeters long.
We'll see who's offside that night.
Wait, the party's not going to be at offside, right?
No. Maybe we have to do that at my house, the one that I'm selling in Washington. It's currently empty. There's nobody there, and it's very, very big. We should do a party there.
Oh,
But
my
we'll
God.
see. I mean, like I said, I think that Sporting is going to drop four games, not losses, draws. I think Porto's still going to drop one more game somewhere in there, and I think we end up in the same amount of points.
But then this weekend, if you tie against Famalicão, then you know it's over.
No,
It could,
that could
it could happen.
that could be his extra tie.
Could be.
No, this is,
I think there's one more game, George, that I'm a little concerned about.
should be concerned about all of them. You guys are not playing good.
But neither are you. That's my dilemma here.
Mas nós temos a estrelinha de campeão.
Não sei se é estrelinha de campeão, não sei se é o quê. You know what game is going to be tough for us? And I've said it before to George. It's going to be at home against Belenenses.
Nah, stop. So you guys have Famalicão, Benfica,
Farense at home,
Mhm.
tough. Rio Ave away.
That's it. That's
And
it. You got two tough games, Rio Ave and Benfica. That's it.
No. Famalicão. I think Famalicão is more dangerous than Rio Ave.
Famalicão,
He's
I was
got
very,
Pete.
I was very
You gotta
surprised
play
today.
Pete.
They were winning 2-0 and they let themselves die. That was
Sporting got Nacional,
Win.
Rio Ave,
Win.
Boa Vista, Benfica, Marítimo.
win. Okay. 15 points.
I don't see it, George.
I don't see it either. I'll be honest with you. I'm joking. I don't see it either because since we're going to be champs against Boa Vista, we might actually go play Benfica with our B team to try to help them. You know what I mean? Like, so they don't get caught by Braga. So we might play with a B team. Like, oh, fuck it. Let's help the little brother from Lisbon.
Oh yeah.
Vamos ajudar os pequeninos.
And Benfica got Tondela, Porto, Nacional, Sporting, and Guimarães.
Oh, Benfica is done. Done. Oh my God. Benfica is going to lose points in Guimarães. Benfica is going to lose points to Tondela. Benfica is going to lose points to Sporting. And Benfica is going to lose points to Porto. But Benfica might win one game the last 5 games.
Which would be Nacional.
Which will be Nacional. That's it.
And I don't know if that. I mean, Nacional is going to be tough now, guys. Don't. A couple of weeks ago, okay, but now they beat somebody today. They had a good performance against Porto, even though Porto played horrible. But they didn't play that bad. It was a little motivation and Manuel Machado lixado, man. We're gonna play against 8 center backs against Sporting this week.
He's definitely going to do that. I know for a fact. Sporting
You're not.
start that
You
game.
guys are not good at. You guys are not good at breaking teams down, man.
We're not. I agree with you. But
Vai ser o empate.
once the first one goes in, then it's easy.
O Riascos marca, frango do Maxi. Vai ser num livre. O Ruben Micael centra e ele marca de cabeça. You're gonna be all like, como é que o Maxi, não sei quantos.
O Nacional reminds me a lot of this girl I met a couple months ago. Like, she was like, no, não faço isso. I kept trying for 30 minutes, like nonstop, like pressure. I finally broke that defense and I got in there. You know what I mean? That's what's going to happen this game. You know what I mean? Like,
The same way.
same way. We're going to pressure for 30 minutes. Nacional is finally going to give up. And that's it. Game over.
Do you want to? This was a woman, correct?
What the fuck is that? No,
E para acabar essa história, depois veio o Benfica e there's a nightmare there.
it was a fucking sheep. It was. I mean,
Depois vem o Benfica, perdes com o Benfica logo na hora.
yeah.
Nelson,
Vais à luz que o
what
Benfica
nationality
3-0.
was this woman?
I'm sorry.
What nationality was this woman?
I rather not
Dreamers.
divulge that information.
Very good, guys.
Okay.
Well, for my
All right,
two
guys.
co-hosts, I'll say it slowly so people can understand. My two co-hosts, Nelson and George. Thank you very much for your time to dedicate to this show. It was a very good one once again. And we're gonna see you guys next week when we talk about the Portuguesa, the Liga Portuguesa. It's gonna be a good one. Watch out for Nacional, my friends.
Righty.
Urias.
And don't forget the release forms.
Yes.
Yes, I'll be sending it to Nelson's email immediately. I'm sure.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Thank you very much, guys. Have a good week. Ciao.
You
Take care. Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.